Yo, what up, everybody? This is RBT bringing you my fifth edition of RBT questions and answer. Like always, this will be every Friday. And right now, before I answer these questions, go leave a comment below asking me a question for next week's edition. Like I said, this will be every Friday, and every Friday I'll answer your question from the week before. And just keep on asking questions. It's gonna be about anything, about sports, about it could be a personal question, it could be anything at all. And I'm not having like a great day, so I'm gonna try to go through this kind of fast and just get this over with. 17 comments. Okay. XX Black Mamba XX 24XX ask, why does everybody call USC overrated? That's probably just because nobody really likes USC other than USC fans. It's kind of the same way as with Alabama. I mean, I'm not that. I kind of don't. I mean, I kind of dislike USC, I guess. But I mean, I don't think they're overrated. But a lot of people do just because they don't like them. I mean, they're a really good team, and I think they're deserving of that #2 spot in the country. Um, Joe Rocks Rule BB asked question: what NBA team, if any, do you support and pick? And what's your pick for next year's champion? Uh, I don't really follow NBA that close, but if I had to have a team, I would go with the Boston Celtics. But I don't follow them. I mean, once they get in the playoffs, I guess I'll watch a game or two or keep up with how they're doing. But that's about it. I really don't like NBA at all. I'm more of a college basketball fan. And my pick for next year's champion, I'm gonna go with the Lakers because they're pretty much just as talented as the Heat are now, and I just don't see the Heat repeat. Mr. Gamer Dude 911 asks, who do you think will win the Heisman this year? As of right now, I would go with Geno Smith of West Virginia. And who's a surprise team right now in college football? That would have to be Louisiana Monroe, or maybe a team like Ohio or Tennessee, one of those three. And Chris71077 asks, dual threat QBs or pocket passers? I don't know what that means, but I'm going to try to answer this in a way that I can. I'm going to say for college, definitely dual threat QBs, but for the pros, pocket passers, if that answers your question. Ram Martinez asks, who do you think will win the Big Ten Conference? As of right now, probably Michigan State. Probably. If not Michigan State, I would actually go with a team like Purdue to win the Big Ten. Big Ten's kind of weak this year, actually. Hambone694 asks, who do you think is the best unranked team right now? I would have to go with maybe a team like Rutgers. I'm not really sure. Either Rutgers or you know what? Let me go ahead and look at the top 25 poll. I can't think on the top of my head who's not ranked and who's ranked. Let me put this real fast. Oh, rankings right there. Top 25 poll on ESPN. Boise State, Arkansas, Nebraska. Actually, I'd probably go with a team like Mississippi State. I'd say Mississippi State, best team that's not ranked. Going back to the questions. The Mason Man 1213 asks, who do you think will win the Alabama and Arkansas game and why? Definitely going to be Alabama because it came out today that reports are Tyler Wilson won't play. I mean, I thought it would be a tough game before that, but I mean, I still thought Alabama was going to win, especially seeing after seeing how Arkansas played against ULM, and especially they're not going to win without Tyler Wilson, who's their best player by far. So Alabama's going to win easily, I think. Skyline 12595125595 asks, who do you think will win, UCF or Michigan? Spread? Question mark. So I guess he's asking who would win out of a game, UCF and Michigan. It would be a close game, really, because UCF is actually a really good team. Brian Bortles is a pretty good quarterback. They have a bunch of talent on that team. I think that team will be like one of the best in the Big East. I think they'll have a year like UCF did in 07, or USF did in 07, where they shocked the world and was like ranked #2. But they have a chance to do things like that. But if I had to compare the two right now, I would say Michigan probably. The spread would probably be something like 14 points, Michigan, but it would probably be a close game, probably like a touchdown game. But I would say Michigan. Alan Clayton says, "Who do you think will be playing in the SEC title game?" As of right now, after what I've seen so far, I would say Alabama and Tennessee. Chance Baker asked, "Do you think AJ McCarron could be a Heisman sleeper?" Before the season, yes, I did, but after what he's played in the first two games, unless he vastly improves, no. Maybe next year if he sticks around. The second question, did you hear about the Alabama commit charged with rape or something? Just wondering if you know more about it, if like we dropped a scholarship or not. Yes, Deion Johnson, a wide receiver from Spanish Fort, Alabama, he was charged with rape and sodomy. But what I've been hearing is that like the girl was like 14, 15, 16. I'm not sure how old she was, but he's 18. So even if that was his girlfriend and they were dating, if like their dad caught them, he could still press charges like that. So that's the deal. And I don't think Alabama's dropped the scholarship just yet, but it depends on what comes out of the story. If it's something like more serious, I mean, rape is serious, but I mean, like I said, even like even if the girl was willing and whatnot, I mean, her dad can still press charges. So if it's that type of situation, I'm not so sure if Alabama dropped the scholarship, but I mean, I'm not really sure until more come out of it. I mean, that is a serious charge, but I mean, if she was willing, it isn't really as bad as it sounds. And Razorback 1995 asks, "Who do you think the Hogs should go after as head coach after the season and why?" It's a tough one. Uh, maybe a guy like maybe Gus Malzahn. Heck, I think he'd be a good fit. Maybe a guy like a Jim Levitt type guy who's been on coaching for a few years. He'd be a good fit. He was the head coach at USF, and he got fired after just raising that program out of the ashes. And I don't know why he got fired. He'd be a good candidate. Jim Levitt, maybe even Chris Peterson of Boise State. But on my short list, I would say Chris Peterson, Gus Malzahn, and Jim Levitt. All great coaches. So that's been it, I guess. So like I said, go ahead and ask a question if you haven't already. I'll see you guys next Friday, and as always, roll tide, go Sox, and go Titans. See you later.